I think we all go through this journey to get to that point to wake up. And I think that's what all of the experience is about. Some people get it a few times before they wake up. Some people get it all the time and never wake up.
Right.
So what was it for you to get you to come to this level of consciousness? Because there's many levels of consciousness.
Right.
So
well,
we keep evolving as long as we stay focused,
right.
eating properly, thinking properly, and staying in that love vibration.
Okay.
So what did it for you?
Well, what did it for me is that I did a lot of soul searching. You know, I was telling Rose, you know, when I was young, you know, I always wanted to be independent. So, you know, when I finished high school at the age of 19, I joined the military. I did 4 years in the Army. I came out as a full-blown alcoholic and drug addict.
Wow.
And then, you know, I was stationed in California, so I was trained as a combat engineer with, you know, trained me for weaponry and explosives, and basically trained me to kill people. But I realized today, you know, nobody did nothing to me, so, you know, I'm not going to use the information the military taught me. But going through the soul searching, you know, trials and error, being homeless on the street, you know, praying to God. And I mean, when I say pray to God today, I talk to the Creator. I look up in the sky and look at the sun, and I talk to him just like I'm talking to you, because the universe is looking down at you. When you look up in the sky and talk to the sun, I always ask the gods and goddesses of the universe, give me strength to make it today. I don't go to church and pray, because that's just another trick I was explaining. I look up in the sky and I pray to the Creator, you know what I'm saying? Because He's all around you. You know, you have your spiritual guides around. You have our ancestors that come and forth back. And I mean, let's go on. You got people from different dimensions, different worlds that come here. But coming back to what Rose said, I did a lot of soul searching. And, you know, I used to sell my jewelry down in the village and stuff like that. You know, and you know, it was fascinating. Caucasian girls used to run up on me and give me their business cards and all that stuff. So the more I started getting into my art, I started understanding that, you know, I use a lot of mirrors in my art, and it represents the reflecting negative energy off of me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then I started getting into books and metaphysical books, and start reading, you know, what colors stand for, you know, how to direct certain energies, you know, like I said, once you have a thirst for information and knowledge, it's like a drug. You become addicted to it and you want more and more. I mean, I got tons of information, and I'm still a kid, you know, like Dr. Blair said, you can never master metaphysics, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, you know, but as long as you open mind and accept things that, you know, that's out here, you know, and don't get caught up in the okie doke, like they say.
But can you elaborate on some of the designs of some of this creative art that you've been mailing to me that I have fell in love? This is one of his outfits. This is the headpiece, and this is one of the tops. I have plenty more home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm versatile, because I told Rose I don't limit myself. You know, the only thing I can't do is get pregnant. You know, but that's my limitation. But other than that, I want to show the young kids out here that you can do or create anything you set your mind to, because there's nothing impossible. The only thing that's impossible if you say so. But other than that, like I said, you know, anything's possible. And that's why I expressed in my with my art that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. And parents, listen to your children, because these children can teach you a lot of things about yourself. Because, you know, like I was telling Rose, that sometimes you might have a son that he might take apart your radio or your CD, and being that we don't really understand what he's doing, we're gonna beat him or slap him around to call him stupid. But no, he's showing you that, you know, he has an inquisitive mind. You might have a scientist or engineer, right? He's showing you these kids out here are geniuses out here, but we take for granted, we don't understand, you know, what we got. We got little gods and goddesses, princes and prince, you know, and queens and kings, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, these kids out here, these young kids are awesome. But like I said, you know, you have to listen, sit down and talk to your kid, you know what I'm saying? Especially your male black men, you know. These young boys are dying for a father figure out here. That's why they join gangs, and you see them running around here with their pants hanging up because they don't have no direction. And that's what we feel to be a part of their lives. You know, teach them about themselves, like their history. Like I said, the greatest man on this planet, you know, from the first man that walked this earth was a black man. You go to list Kunta Kinte, I mean, Shaka Zulu, you got the Moors, you got Thomas, Lewis Lattimore. He's a black scientist that was assistant to Thomas Edison, Lewis Lattimore, that helped develop the filament for the light bulb. You know, all the inventors out here, like Garrett Morris. If it wasn't for him that invented the traffic light, we'd be still crashing into one another, you know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the first men that went to Alaska, I think Hanson too, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the Buffalo Soldiers, even though they was taught to go and genocide the Native Americans, but I mean, we got a rich history, like I say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to understand, even some of NASA's scientists are black, even 4 scientists that helped develop the nuclear atomic bomb, so.
Okay, that was great, and I know you have a lot more. This is part 1, right. And we're gonna end this, and we're gonna go into part 2.
Okay.
Let them know what this is really, because when I first got it, I was trying to figure out, what is it? But I know now. It's
a staff, but like I said, you know, you can also open it and carry your pens. You know, also I learn more and more. So next time, you know, the inner part, I forgot to put the inner part with the red in it. You know?
Okay.
So like I said, all my art is slowly evolved. So because these are from, you know, evolving, you know, so. Like I said, and also most of my art is Native American and African art, you know, so that's what you see right here.
Okay, thank you.